Good morning, traders. Happy Monday. Good to see you all. Seems like a long time since I last went live and saw you all. You're all looking good. Let's have a look. Jason, good morning to you. James Baker, good morning to you. Brian's with us as well. Marky B, Suki, Katrina, Laszlo's with us. We've got Dylan, Martin Randall. We've got Trigger. We've got Susan's back with us. We've got Richard Humphries. Looks like Rachel down there as well. Big Lee's with us. We've got Christy Chambers, Richard Humphries, and Tim Andrews. Good morning to every single one of you. Well, what can I say? Things are slowly slipping into the negative side of things with the further tensions between Iran. I think Iraq started to throw their hat into the mix as well, and obviously Israel and all the problems that are going on over there, on top of the potential issues with elections in the US, potential rate cuts, increasing in jobs. It's happening everywhere, and you wouldn't get any grief from me if you was like, I don't have a clue what's going on. Help me. It's tricky times. There's a lot out there. Macroeconomic. You've got geopolitical. We've got financial concerns in certain parts of the world, such as Europe. And then you've got strong jobs reports and GDP figures out of the US. So it does make for a complex play, so to speak. But don't worry, I'm here to save you, and I'm going to put it in English and plain terms for you. So don't fear. And in a nutshell, it's just further dollar strength is expected. The tensions are dollar positive, believe it or not, because safe haven buying in certain situations, and this is one of those situations where it just goes to support the dollar. On top of that, the economic data coming out of the US continues to beat and continues to prove a problem for the Federal Reserve, who are hoping and needing and wanting to cut rates. But as it stands at the moment, there's no need to. The data is still strong. Jobs reports are good. And we're expecting a super strong GDP figure this week, just to add more insult to injury. Let's have a look and see what's going on. We'll start with the calendar. All right. My computer's on a go slow, so I've just had a think of what's saying update required, because obviously I haven't been on it for a week. So I just hope she holds out. Can you all see my economic calendar up there? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Excellent. Right. Okay. So a fairly quiet one today, although Lagarde is speaking this afternoon. Not sure where or why and what she'll say. But a nice slow start to the week for us to get back into things. Tuesday, things start to spice up a little bit. You've got a lot of PMIs coming out of in Europe, including us. We've got then GDP, further PMIs coming out of the US. All eyes, of course, are firmly focused on the US data. Everyone else seems to be doing crap anyway, okay? So that's no real surprise. It's all about the US, and they're very data driven. We've just entered into the blackout now, ready for the 2nd of May Fed interest rate meeting. And remember, that'll be May, and then they're looking to do something in June. So we're getting close to the day, if you like. Aussie key data out, CPI early doors on Wednesday, and then a little bit of durable goods, fairly quiet US afternoon, truth be told, on Wednesday. Thursday, we've got the GDP. That's going to be the main day to drop and focus for the week. Live session coming there. And then going into Friday, you've got some Japanese data. You've got Bank of Japan interest rate decision on Friday. Now, do I need to repeat the risks around the yen at the moment? Okay, you all know my situation and my views on that. We'll come back to those briefly when we look at the yens. But I mean, they're saying they're not going to do anything, but there is a 50-50 chance that they might. If they do hike rates, expect the yen to be like one of Elon Musk's ships, and it's going to fly. All right. Friday, then more economic data, of course, CPI, CPE for the US, and I think ends the week then. Yeah, so not too much in the calendar. I think that works for us. So not too much to focus on, just the main ones. So here's the dollar then on a daily. And guys, listen, it's all about 107 and how she is expected to move. So some swings coming our way, I think. Could be a case of we just go long dollar across the board and see what we get over the course of the week. Here's the euro then. There's a floor here, 105.19, and of course the ceiling remains at 107.19. I think we're just going short. I think we're going lower here. Now, if that does drop, there's about 140 points in that move there. Looking at the pound, not as far to fall. We've got a PO here at 123.08. We might end up a little bit lower than that, though. So let's have a look. I think ultimately that's probably key support, isn't it? There, make it a money line. So 120.37 could be. I mean, if that comes, that'd be nice. That'd be another. That'd be a 300 point there. Let's have a look. It should bounce there, though. It should bounce a little bit, so we might nick a bit out of it. But yeah, it certainly does feel like we should be just going short, doesn't it? Aussie took a few points back, but nothing really to write home about. The top does remain 64.71. Previous PO will remain in there, and floors are 62.83. Remember, there is some Aussie data out this week as well. Canadian dollar. So oil is a focus, and the cost of oil, and obviously all the tensions are increasing potential for, excuse me, a stronger oil. Just looking now, it's $80 a barrel at the moment. They do want it to move to 100. So that could bring a bit of strength to the Canadian dollar, but ultimately we are looking to go longer. And 138.38 seems to be the ceiling there, hence the PO. But if she does fall, then we could capture maybe a little bit of a bounce here at 136.73. Onto the yens then. The magic number is 155, and as you can see, doesn't want to raise its head too much. There is a potential for 156, I read. Proper money line there. That could be the new magic number. But we'll remain there at 155. So we'll hold on to that for the bit, see what happens. And if she does start getting excited as a result of the Bank of Japan, then yeah, 152 remains the buy zone. GJ, very much driven by the dollar as well. Floors are 189.87 and ceilings 193.53. EJ, again, high and tight. Ceilings are 165.34 and 161.63. Right. German 40, or should we say the cat 40. Got stopped out of break even on this one overnight. I still like the floor at 174. I tried to make a trade on this morning, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know whether IG are playing me up or what, but I wanted to set a PO and it was kicking me out. Now, 179.54, which will be the 38, looks pretty good to me. Let me see if it'll do it again. 179.74, 179.74. Sell. See, it's doing it to me again. Saying I need to be 300 points. What is that all about? I'll have to have a play with that. Anyway, a little surprise for you. Going to start to introduce the FTSE and introduce one or two more indices, possibly Wall Street. I'm not about the precious metal side of things, as you know, but I don't mind having a look at this. Now, what time have we got? 8:47. I'm going to quickly fly some analysis into this for you. Where's me? There we go. So let's have a look. Now, that's an obvious sell zone in there, isn't it? Okay, 80.47. So I am going to pop a PO in there, but just going to tell you what I am going to do. I'll do that now, because I know some of you are going to have to jump off. So sell. So yeah, 80.43. Ah, same again. How can that be too close? If I was you, if you can get on there, maybe set an alert at 80.45, maybe, or 80.40. Set yourself an alert to sell there. I'll continue with a little bit of analysis, though. Where are we? Just quickly edit the color. Right. I'm going to go crazy on this. We've got to find our feet with her. I've never really done much with the FTSE, but seeing as that we've had some decent success and the Cat 40 being, one of our regular ones now, it does make sense to maybe start introducing a couple more. We'll leave that there then. So that's the sell zone up there. I'll set myself an alert there until IG lets me trade it. I think floor 79.37. Let me see if they'll let me do that there. 79.40. 7940. Absolute shit houses. Why are they doing that to me? I'll have to open a chat with them, I think. All right. Well, listen. Yeah. So let's have a quick look at Bloomberg, see what's going on with news-wise there. Okay. So the ECB says even if oil prices do rise, it won't stop a rate cut in June. Okay, that's interesting. It's quite a bold thing to come out and say at this point, isn't it? Yeah, and it's more really about what's going on in the Middle East there. Yeah, nothing of major interest there at the moment, guys. Okay, so it's all focus, all eyes on the dollar. I'm probably just going to front run and go long on a swing. I'll try and find my best entries. You've got some decent POs with minimal risk to go out there. We've got the economic data firmly fixed. I'll set up the live sessions and send out the links for that. And that's it. Hopefully, I'll see you all for a little bit of lunch, guys. It's good to be back and out of the wet out there. and in the seat. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you all in a bit. I'll get this uploaded, and as you've attended, you can see it again. I'm going to keep it to this and go forward. Encourage people to join us in the mornings. They're relying on it too much. All right, guys, take it easy. See you in a bit. Bye bye.